Hey everyone, welcome. We're about to pull back the curtain on something you probably interact with every single day, your favorite music, movies, and shows. We're gonna trace their incredible journey, from just a tiny idea all the way to your screen. It's a wild ride, so let's get right into it. I mean, really think about it. How does that happen? It's a great question, and it really gets to the core of how the whole creative economy works. And let me tell you, it's not magic. It's actually a super carefully constructed process. This whole powerful ecosystem designed to turn a little spark of an idea into a massive global hit. And that whole process, well, it has a name. It's called the content value chain. The best way to think about it is like a roadmap. It literally shows every single step an idea takes, from inside a creator's head all the way to you, the audience. And every single link in that chain, that's people, that's incredible skills, and you better believe a whole lot of business smarts. So here's our game plan. We're gonna follow this journey in 4 main parts. We'll start with how an idea is born and made. Then we'll see how it gets out into the world. After that, how a single hit can become a huge brand. And finally, we'll look at the massive economic impact of it all. All right, first up, let's dive into where it all begins, that initial creative spark, and the massive effort it takes to turn it into something real. This first stage is really all about making the thing, and you can break it down into 3 key steps. It starts with ideation and creation, just getting the concept down. Then comes production, where a whole crew brings that vision to life. And finally, post-production, where all the raw pieces are polished into the final product you see. Let's take a closer look at who's involved. So it all starts right here with ideation and creation. This is ground zero. This is your songwriters, your script writers, your composers, the people who actually come up with a core idea. And how do they make a living? Mostly through things like royalties and licensing fees. Now, this is also where the government steps in for the first time. It's super important, actually, because they handle registering intellectual property. That protection is what allows a creator to actually own their idea and make money from it right from the get-go. Okay, so once the idea's on paper, this huge team comes together for production. You've got directors, actors, musicians, videographers, everybody working together to bring the vision to life. They're earning production fees, getting brand sponsorships. And you know who loves this stage? Governments. They often offer incentives to get productions to film in their area because, think about it, a single project can create hundreds of local jobs and pump a ton of money into the community. And the last step in getting it made is post-production. This is where the real polishing magic happens. Editors, visual effects artists, sound engineers, they take all that raw footage and sound and turn it into this slick final product we all see. This is high-tech work, and it creates a lot of contracts for digital services. It's another area where governments often get involved, supporting things like tech training programs to make sure their workforce is skilled and competitive. So, the masterpiece is finished. It looks and sounds amazing. But how does it get from the studio to your TV or your headphones? Well, that brings us to part 2, distribution. The game here has completely changed. I mean, we used to live in a world of TV networks and radio stations. Now, it's all about streaming platforms like Netflix and Spotify. It's about content aggregators. It's about social media. This shift has basically democratized everything, making content available instantly wherever you are. But look, even with the best distribution in the world, content isn't just going to find an audience by itself. You need buzz. And that's where the marketing team comes in. We're talking PR agencies, influencers, social media managers. These are the people who build the hype and make sure you know exactly what you should be watching or listening to next. Right at the center of all this, of course, are the content platforms themselves. Giants like YouTube and Netflix have built absolute empires on ads and subscriptions. And this model isn't just a huge revenue stream for them, it's also big for governments, who often collect digital service taxes on all these global transactions. Okay, on to our third act. Because a successful movie or a hit song, it's way more than just a one-time thing. It's the launching pad for a lasting brand, a whole long-term business. This is where the serious, long-term money starts to flow. Years after something is released, it's still earning money through royalties, through licensing, when a song is used in a commercial, and even through the sale of entire back catalogs. This creates a really sustainable income stream for the creators and the people who own the rights. And behind every single creative success story is a super sharp business team. You've got managers and A&R folks, those are the talent scouts of the industry, who guide careers for a commission. And then you have investors and consultants who bring in the capital and the strategy for growth, often taking a piece of the pie for themselves. And this is where that brand really explodes into the physical world. Merchandising. It turns our fandom into actual stuff we can buy, right? From t-shirts to those little collectibles, and now even digital things like NFTs. It's a massive industry that connects the content right into our daily lives. And finally, you can't forget the live experience. Concerts, festivals, these are huge moneymakers. They bring in revenue from ticket sales and big sponsorships for sure, but their impact is even bigger than that. They create this ripple effect that boosts local tourism, filling up hotels and restaurants wherever they go. All right, let's bring it all home with our final act. Because when you zoom out and you look at this entire chain, you start to see that it's not just about entertainment. This is a powerful engine for the entire economy. The public benefits from this value chain are just enormous. It creates tax revenue at literally every single step. It supports thousands and thousands of jobs, from the creative folks to the tech crews. And it drives tourism and cultural exports that basically help brand an entire nation on the world stage. This quote just nails it, doesn't it? It's not a straight line from point A to point B. It's a dynamic ecosystem where creativity, business, and technology all crash together to create this immense value. And here it is, the ultimate takeaway. This is not a one-way street. When governments actually invest in this ecosystem with smart policies and the right infrastructure, they create this incredible virtuous cycle of growth that benefits everybody, the creators, the businesses, and the public. So that leaves us with one final thought to chew on. This chain, it's always changing, always evolving. With new technologies like AI and the metaverse becoming more and more real, you know new links are going to be forged. The big question is, what will they be? And who are going to be the next pioneers to shape the future of entertainment?